Every Easter, the world's top rally drivers converge on Kenya to battle for honors in the Marlboro Safari Rally. One of the toughest tests known to man and machine. Traditionally, the Safari Rally is a hot and dusty affair. 1990, however, was quite different. Over the previous months, torrential rain had turned most of the stages into quagmires. The higher ground was generally firmer, as local man Patrick Njiru found during testing. But even here, the rains had left their mark. The Safari marked the first outing of Subaru's new legacy, and a Japanese team arrived in force. Lead driver Marco Alain remained philosophical about his chances.
But, you know, weather like that, you never know. That's like in casino. Money is coming, you lost money, and we will see.
Former winner Juha Kankkunen, back with Lancia this season, had his own thoughts on just how tough the event would be.
My opinion is that if 10 cars come to the finish, that's a little bit too much. I think between 5 and 10 cars. It's so difficult this year.
Lancia's major assault was headed by world champion Miki Biasion, with new teammate Alex Fiorio in a third works car. The Italians were well aware of the Toyota threat, whose resources and manpower were not lacking. Nevertheless, team driver Michael Eriksson was preoccupied by the conditions.
Well, it's very, very wet, and I never seen something like this before. I mean, yesterday we were out testing and we went through 150-meter water, and it was up to here. And it's unbelievable, but the car still goes, run.
New to the event, Spaniard Carlos Sainz joined Eriksson and the experienced Bjorn Valdegaard, providing Toyota with a strong lineup. The Japanese manufacturers flocked to this year's Safari. Vic Preston Jr. flew Nissan's flag, while Kenjiro Shinozuka carried Mitsubishi's hopes in his Galant. The substantial number of Japanese entries for the Safari reflected the growing interest in the Far East and showed just how serious the Japanese are about the rally and everything that goes with it. Fittingly, it was Alain's Subaru which was first away on the rain-soaked Nairobi racecourse. Keen to impress on the Legacy's debut, the Finn did not hold back and, in spite of the mud, set fastest time. Miki Biasion was a little more circumspect in his Delta, plowing through the mud. Teammate Fiorio, under surveillance from the ever-present helicopters, struggled as the roads became increasingly rutted. It was easier for those who followed, Eriksson's Toyota and the Lancia of Kankkunen. Except for Sainz, who floundered in the treacherous conditions. Without the aid of four-wheel drive, Preston opted to stay clear of the deep mud and gave the photographers a closer look at his Nissan than they had anticipated. Day 2, the official start of the rally. Alain leads the field away. As always, a large crowd has been attracted to Nairobi to watch the best rally drivers in the world begin their arduous journey across Kenya. Two-time Safari winner Miki Biasion is next away. Cool and confident, he understands what lies ahead. Valdegaard is relying on experience working in his favor, but he knows that both Fiorio and Kankkunen in their Lancias will be hard to beat. If Valdegaard knew what to expect, the other Toyota men, Eriksson and Sainz, were going in open-eyed. no other rally is quite like the Safari, and that was all they could know beforehand. The most enthusiastic send-off was saved for Patrick Njiro in his Group N Subaru, as attention turned to the first stage. Once again, Marco Allen is the early pace setter until an overheating engine forces him to retire. Now Valdegaard takes the lead in his Toyota, while the Lancias take things a little more gently on the run to the difficult Taita Hills section. The four-wheel drive Lancias and Toyotas are leading the field as expected, both teams enjoying the benefits of lessons learned from previous safaris. In the heat of the African night, and only one day into the rally, the Toyota team is battling to keep Valdegaard out in front.
This night was terrible on the pipeline road. Lot of water, very much. I've never seen so much water on that section before, ever.
It may still be the first full day, but already the grueling event is taking its toll on both the cars and drivers. Even Valdegaard receives a little emergency treatment. All three Toyotas need servicing. The mechanics change the turbo as Ericsson reflects on his day.
Pipeline road was filled with water and mud, really bad. But we managed to come through without major problems. We had one puncture.
At this early stage, the pressure and fatigue are beginning to show. It is far into the night, but interest in the safari is so great that even the sleepy-eyed stay awake to watch the teams at work. Sainz and co-driver Moya are beginning to come to terms with the challenge posed by this event, although the severity of it surprises them. Moya is certainly finding it something of a revelation.
But it's unbelievable. I still enjoy, but it's completely different and much more work than I thought. No? I thought that this rally was much more relaxed, but it's not at all.
After a night's sleep, it doesn't seem so bad, except that the dreadful conditions have delayed the field so much that some cars are still finishing as the leaders await the restart.